On Friday, June 3rd, the world received word that the Olympian champion, boxing legend, social activist, and one of the greatest natural entertainers of all time, Muhammad Ali, passed away after a long battle with Parkinson's. His final resting place is his boyhood home, Louisville, Kentucky. Since his passing, you've heard so much about the boxer and the activist. There was another side of which those close to him came to know and love. We're going to spend some time with someone who knew the private Ali. I spent a lot of time with him myself. I was invited to the funeral but couldn't attend. Joining me now is Jermaine Jackson, singer, composer, former member of the legendary Jackson 5, a brother to musical icons Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. He first met Muhammad Ali in 1975. Tell me how that happened.
We were on tour somewhere, and first of all, good to see you, Larry. We were on tour somewhere, and he was in the same town, and we always wanted to meet him, and it was just an imaginable moment because his energy and what you get from him is like you feel him even after you leave. He's so impressionable.
So all the Jacksons met him at once?
Yeah.
And did he take to you guys right away?
Yes, he did. He knew all about us, but we told him the story when he first had his fight. Before we became the Jackson 5, we were at home in Gary around the radio listening to, I think he was fighting Sonny Liston, and we had all these afros and he was stuck together because we were trying to listen to the radio. And we followed him ever since.
So you were how old then?
Golly, I can't remember, probably 10.
And Michael was how old?
6.
Did he take to Michael right away? Michael was
Yes.
such a cute little boy.
Yes, yes he did. Yes, he did.
The Jackson 5 broke color barriers on TV and in pop culture, and he was such an enormous figure at the time. Were you aware of his import to the world?
Yes, I was, but during that time, growing up in Louisville, when there were separate bathrooms and separate places where blacks couldn't eat and whites could eat, and I remember hearing about the story when he won the gold medal, the Olympics, and he was received by the world, and they loved his boxing and everything, and he came home and he still wasn't accepted. He went into a restaurant and he wanted to eat some food and he wasn't allowed.
It's insane.
Yeah, and so I heard that he took the medal and threw it.
He was Cassius Clay then.
Yeah, he was Cassius Clay.
That's when I first met him. Like Muhammad Ali, you also converted from Christianity. There is so much in the news today about Islam. And you told me once that he pointed out the things in the Christian Bible that were contradictions.
Yes, he came over to our Encino home, and first of all, he levitated for me, and I thought he levitated, and I thought it was just incredible. But there is a way you do it. You angle your body, and both feet rose.
So he lifted it.
He lifted himself up. But then he took me in the back room and he showed me in the Bible there were many contradictions in the Christian Bible, and I said, wow, but this man was brilliant. He was incredible.
Yeah, he was very. You converted yourself, right?
I converted in 1989 in Saudi Arabia.
How do you react to all of what's going on with Donald Trump and the campaign rhetoric and the thing against Muslims?
I just think that if Donald says that about the Hispanics and the Arabs, he would probably want us to go back to Africa as well. He probably want to build ships and send us back. I mean, but you can't do that. You
painted Ali. Tell me about we're showing the paintings now. Tell me how you came to do that.
A friend of mine from Iran, his name is Davoud Roustai, and he's a master, founder of an art called crypto-realism, where you can look at an art and turn it and see figures and everything. He taught me how to paint. So we painted, one was painted in 2009 and one was painted in 2010, but we would just, it's so peaceful. It takes you to a whole other world instead of being out there with the entertainment world. Which
very good painting. You know, you painted Muhammad as a child and then as a grown-up.
Yes, yes. It's important to capture those early years of when he was Cassius Clay, but we referred to him as Muhammad. Because my name is My name is Muhammad Abdulaziz. His name is Muhammad Ali.
Wow. Where do you keep the paintings?
We keep them very close. We're about to do an exhibition in Hong Kong. So
Really?
Yes. So we have a lot of paintings, and we also paint with the fingers. This guy is amazing. But that was just something that we wanted to get it to him. So we'll get it to the family.
How do you think the world will remember Muhammad Ali?
An incredible human being, just very inspiring, he's someone who stood up for what he believed.
Boy, did he.
And nowadays you have to stand for things or you just fall for anything. But he stood up, and that's a lesson to be learned with all of us, to admire him for his beliefs. And he said, why should I go there and fight when they're not after me? Why should I go kill someone that hasn't done any wrong to me? And those are things you learn when you're young.
Yeah.
So I love that.
I loved him.
Yeah.
He was an exceptional, extraordinary guy.
Incredible.
Thanks for your memories, Jermaine.
Thank you.
Rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. Thank Jermaine Jackson for joining us today. There will never be another like Muhammad Ali. He was simply the greatest.